Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the... Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
For the longtime Panther, Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run and naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 62 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First and 10, it's Richardson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Richardson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Giants had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Mayfield on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports, and as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Richardson on 3rd and short. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Richardson. And there's Manhertz, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Richardson to the air. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Open man down the field is Landry. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry, 65 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Mike. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's touchdown! Matt Breida, 45 yards.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now Richardson, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Second down, here's Richardson. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling. The different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He'll look downfield for Waller, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. First and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. A handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Mayfield looks to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now Mayfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Mayfield, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Colts, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with one game remaining. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.